Hi and welcome to Lisa's Stamp Studio. My card today includes a fancy fold of the Designer Series paper on the front of the card. Quite simple, but isn't that split V fold really fun? I'm going to give you some tips along the way about using your trimmer to make it really easy for you, as well as that beautiful Butterfly Botanical Designer Series paper that's free right now with a $50 product order. Yep, I said free. If you're here visiting from YouTube, you'll be able to find the pictures and the cutting dimensions for today's project down in the link of this video description below. Let's head over to the stamp table and let's get started on today's project. Here's a close-up of the card we're going to be creating today. Isn't that fold really pretty and quite simple? We're going to be using some Designer Series paper called Butterfly Botanical, and it's actually a free product during Stampin' Up's largest sale of the year called Sale-A-Bration. You'll find it here on page 9 of the Sale-A-Bration brochure, and you can see that it's absolutely free with any $50 product purchase before shipping and tax. This sale is going on through the end of March, and for those of you with a larger wish list, there are even items redeemable in the $100 category, and you'll notice that those have a different insignia on those images as well. Now I want to take a second and show you the amazing papers that are included in this stack. So obviously there's this one. And like most of the Stampin' Up! Designer Series papers, it is double-sided, so great polka dots on the back that can be used all year round. We've got some other beautiful patterns here as well. So we've got some smaller butterflies, of course, very classic black and white images, larger printed images in multicolors, and even larger yet. And like I said, double-sided. You've got to love options. So really beautiful color palettes. I want to point this pattern out to you as well. This would be absolutely beautiful colored in with Stampin' Blends, watercolor pencils, or markers. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're interested in receiving a copy of the sale brochure, the current occasions catalog, and the annual catalog, I would be more than happy to send you a complimentary copy. Just leave me a comment below. I'm going to be using the Butterfly Gala stamp set for the greeting, and those Designer Series papers were made to coordinate with this stamp set. I'm going to be using my Stampin' Trimmer, so I'm going to bring that in so that it's in your view. And on the Stampin' Trimmer, there is both a cutting blade, which is the dark one, and a scoring blade, which is the light one. In addition to that, this arm folds out, which gives you a full 14.5 inches of cutting, and you don't have to worry about it being level because there's a little leg here that makes this arm very, very steady. On the back side, you're going to find non-slid feet as well as a storage section. We're going to create a slit at the center mark of this paper, and this is 5.5 inches long. So the center is at 2 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this inside my paper trimmer. I'm lifting the clear arm guide to make sure that it's out of the way, and I'm going to line this up at 2 3/4. The great thing about the trimmer is there are bars here at the bottom as well as at the top that will help you keep your paper nice and aligned. Now we're going to slit only up to the 1 1/4 inch mark. Now I know that's going to be difficult for you to see while I'm in the video because the Designer Series paper is underneath the guide. But here in person, it's easy to see. And just for a point of reference, that's going to be here. I'm going to leave my finger there so you can see, and I'm going to slide my cutting blade up to that mark, and then I'll lift. And then here you can see the paper is slit. Now I'm going to move that cutting blade out of the way, and I'm going to bring down my scoring blade. And what I'm going to do now, just to make it easier for me, is I'm going to score from the outside tip up to the top of that slit on both sides. Just to make it a little easier for you to see, I'm actually going to do it from the back side. I'm going to align the tip inside the cutting track, which is the slit that's right here on my trimmer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate my paper till I can see the top of the slit between here. So I'm making sure that the slit is as centered in between this track as possible. I'm going to open it. I want to make sure that I have that tip right inside that cutting strip right here. And then I'll lower it again, and then I'll score. Now I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. So I'm going to lower that arm so I can make sure that my slit is in the center of my cutting track, and it appears to be. And then I'm going to open this, and then I'm going to navigate that just a little bit to make sure that I've got it aligned here as well as here. And that looks good, and then I'll score. Since we have our score lines, it's going to make it a lot easier. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to crease those from the back end just so that you can see a little bit easier, because I realize the print on this has a lot of colors in it. I'm grabbing my bone folder, and I'm going to go over those edges for a nice crisp crease. I have a piece here of Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to start by folding this in half. And again, I'm going to use my bone folder for that nice crisp edge. The Designer Series paper is cut the exact same size as the base of my card. And then all I have to do now is adhere this to the base. And I'm going to use my silicone craft sheet. Absolutely love this in my stamp studio since adhesive will not stick to it. If it gets on there, all you have to do is simply rub it away and it comes right off. This works great for liquid glue and hot glue as well. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to add adhesive. And I'm going to use small strips. I find that works better for me than one continuous strip of adhesive. I'm going to go all the way around the circumference of that designer paper. And I'm also going to come around the area here where that V is. I'm going to bring my card base back in and then we're going to line this up and we are going to adhere it to the card base. I'm doing my very best to align top to bottom and side to side. And then once I have it in place, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to press from the back just to burnish that adhesive into the cardstock. One of the beauties of the Designer Series paper is the ability that these butterflies on this pattern can be punched out using the coordinating Butterfly Duet Punch. What I want to do first is I'm going to choose a butterfly on here, and I'm going to go ahead with this one near at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and just use my scissors, and I'm going to cut out one of these. And then you're going to see that this is going to fit in the punch, but you're probably thinking, well, how are you going to do that when your hand's not going to be able to hold it? So I've got a tip for you. I'm grabbing a Post-it note. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack the sticky edge of my Post-it note up here at the top of the Designer Series paper, and that's going to extend my reach. Now I'm not worried about that Post-it note because I know it's going to peel right off, and I'm just going to align this the very best that I can. And once I'm satisfied, I'm going to punch it out. This piece of Post-it note right here will just pull right off. My next step will be to add the greeting. And from the Butterfly Gala stamp set, for which the punch coordinates, I'm going to be using the words, "Thank you so very much." Now you can buy the stamp set individually or you can buy it as a bundle, which will include the butterfly punch. Keep in mind that when you buy as a bundle, it will save you 10%. And I've chosen to stamp my greeting in Memento Black ink. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ink that up. And then I'll center my greeting underneath my fold. I'm going to die cut some ovals that are going to go over this area here. But before I do that, I'm going to add some dimensionals there. So I'm going to grab a dimensional here and I'm going to place one here at the pointed end of my tip. And I'm going to add one more down here at the bottom. I just want to make sure that this is well balanced so that when it goes through the mail meter at the post office, that I don't have some sagging areas on that split fold. And then I'll go ahead and tack those in place. I've gone ahead and I've pulled out my ovals from the Layering Ovals Framelets. Absolutely love these. You're going to get cascading sizes in both the regular ovals and the scallops. It's a great buy. I've got my Big Shot die cutting machine here, and I'll be using my magnetic platform. That just helps me to hold my metal dies in place. It is not required. I've placed a clear cutting mat on the bottom. I've got my lemon lime twist here and my black. These are just scraps. I'm going to work the black with my solid, and my scallop will go on the lemon lime twist. And I'll go ahead and I'll put another clear mat over the top to protect those dies, and we'll just crank that through. Now what we're going to do is we're going to adhere that black circle to the scallop. So I'm going to add some adhesive to the back side of this using my silicone craft sheet. And then I'm just going to center this on here. I'm going to use my dimensionals once again. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to place them on the back side. And I'm going to use 3 again, making sure that it's well centered. And that's going to go here between the areas of my pleats. And I'm centering the oval down the center of the greeting just the best that I can. And then I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to add dimensionals. I'm going to do one here and one here, and I'll place one in the center again. And that butterfly will go right here in the center. And if you want, you can give it just a little bit of curl with your fingers, but isn't that pretty? This Designer Series paper does all the work. Absolutely stunning. Now, one thing I want to add is a small embellishment. I'll be using the Gingham Gala adhesive backed sequins. Now there are 5 colors. They come in the package assorted, so you get lots of options. I'll be using my Take Your Pick pickup tool. I've got my interchangeable tip here, but I want to switch over to the paper piercing tool, so I'll just change that out. That little lock and unlock mechanism allows you to change out the tips, and there's even an additional tip that comes with this that has a double-sided stylus tool. This end has a putty tip, which makes it really easy to pick up small loose sequins, and small pieces of cardstock. It does come with a putty refill as well, and of course you're going to get the storage caps for both of these, a great deal at $10. And I chose to use one of the flowers just to kind of keep with my theme here. And I'll place that right here next to my greeting and press that in place. So we've got our completed card. This is the one we made together, the one I made before you joined me. And you'll see that I chose the Highland Heather color in here because of the butterfly and the backgrounds on this one. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up by liking it below. Makes YouTube and I both very happy. And if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would sure love to have you do so. Make sure you click the bell icon that's next to the subscribe button so you'll get notifications of when I upload a new video and when I'm live here on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining me, everyone. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.